Demand for mental health services has been on the rise, and these days therapy comes in all different shapes and sizes.
Yeah, it sure does. Creative art therapy has been recognized for helping a variety of mental health issues while allowing people to express emotions without words. Well, today we're joined by the clinical director for the nonprofit, the Art Therapy Project, Lindsay Letterman. And Lindsay, thanks for being with us this afternoon.
Thank you both for having me here. I'm happy to be here.
Well, so tell us a little bit about the nonprofit, what it does and who it is helping.
Absolutely. The Art Therapy Project provides free group art therapy, all led by licensed art therapists to both adults and youth in New York who have been affected by trauma. It's the only nonprofit dedicated to serving adults and youth in New York City. And we've provided this free mental health service to about 9,000 people for the past 11 years.
So, Lindsay, what type of art are we talking about?
That's a great question. Any type of art. Our trained art therapists are able to use things from clay to drawing to paints to collage. We really encourage the creative process in everyone we work with. And what's really amazing is that different art materials can bring about different things for people. And so we're really in tune with how to do that to best support the people we work with.
So how is art therapy in particular beneficial, and who does it help?
Yeah, that's a great question. Art therapy is for everyone and anyone. You don't have to be an artist, but you do have to be open to the creative process. We really work to help people express themselves. People experience things throughout their lives that there are no words for sometimes, or sometimes there are words, but we don't really want to talk about it. And so being able to work alongside a trained clinician who can help people express those thoughts and feelings in a safe way can be tremendously beneficial for developing insight, reducing stress, fostering self-esteem. Doing art in and of itself can improve mood and make you feel better just in general.
You definitely see it becoming a little bit more normalized. I've seen recently a lot more these adult coloring books that actually offer this type of therapy. So how is this therapy different from other types of therapy that most people are used to?
Absolutely. I mean, art therapy has been around for a very long time. In New York State, we've been licensed since about 2007, and it is becoming much more understood in the mainstream. And the wonderful thing about doing art therapy, as opposed to your more traditional talk therapy, is that people can share in a way that can feel much less threatening, much less like reliving a trauma, but instead we kind of revisit it through symbolism and metaphor. When you're making art, you're making choices, you have control, you're doing problem solving, creative problem solving, and those are all activating the parts of our brain that you would use in everyday life, but you get to practice it within a safe space and in a creative way. And as I mentioned, studies are showing that just making art in and of itself can release and raise serotonin levels and reduce cortisol levels, which helps us reduce our stress.
Well, before we let you go, you have something new for the month of September. It's a Move Challenge. What can you tell us about that?
Yes, we're really excited. This is our second annual Move for Mental Health event. It's a month-long self-care and fitness fundraiser that we kicked off on September 1st. And participants can move in whichever way they choose. So it can be running, yoga, Pilates, or it can even be meditation, walking the dog. Supporters can make a one-time donation or pledge a specified amount for each minute of exercise the participant completes. And all of the proceeds will fund our art therapy programs for trauma survivors, which include veterans, at-risk youth, survivors of sexual trauma, members of the LGBTQ+ community, as well as frontline and essential workers. It's a really wonderful event. The funds go directly to help us provide these services. If you go to our website, thearttherapyproject.org/events, you can learn all about us or follow us on social media at the Art Therapy Project.
All right. Well, Lindsay, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it.